If you hover around 6 feet tall in the league, you have to have the skill to create space with your shot and the ability to get your teammates open. But almost equally important is the work you put on your body so you don't get pushed around by the bigger guards in the league. You can shoot all you want, but if you're a string bean who allows your opponent to score right through you or stump you in the paint on your drives, you'll never reach your full potential. And that's exactly what Damian Lillard has realized in his near decade in the league. Today we're talking about Damian Lillard's insane diet and workout. Before we get started, don't forget to like and click that bell below so you can keep yourself notified every time we put up new content. Without further ado, Dame Time's Mealtime. Coming into the league during the 2012-13 season, the 6th overall pick was already pretty light, not even tipping 200 pounds on the scale. But aside from his short stature and slender frame, the league was put on notice, as the ultra-talented guard defied his draft position and went on to win Rookie of the Year. Now, over the years, Lillard has gone on to gain some more weight, making himself a bit more sturdy and physical on his way to the rim. But apparently not all of that new weight gain was good, as Lillard told Oregon Sports a few years ago that he had turned to a completely vegan diet to shed some of that weight. Now, during the midst of that vegan diet, Lillard declared his love for Sloppy Joe's and Wendy's fast food, which may have been the reason he gained that weight in the first place. Whatever the cause was, Lillard formed his new diet so he could reach his weight as a rookie again, shedding down to 190. He said he needed to be lighter on his feet and quicker off his first step, but more importantly, he wanted to stay injury-free. Lillard is one of the highest usage players in the league, and while he shoots plenty of threes and pulls up jumpers, he's also fearless going to the rim, and that extra weight flying through the air and landing on the ground did make him more prone to some sort of freak injury. So Lillard's new vegan diet seemed to be working, but just 5 months in, he told ESPN Hoop Collective's Run AMC podcast that he was calling it quits on his new fad diet. Apparently, Lillard was losing weight, but much more than he wanted to, dropping at least 17 pounds during that time period. According to Lillard, the diet was doing somewhat of a service to him, saying, "I had a few injuries, so I was trying to get lighter and trying to get healthier and put better stuff in my body. It helped a lot as far as my energy and how I felt." The diet may have helped his energy, but many speculated that it wasn't helping his output, as 6 games into the season he was struggling in an un-Dame-like fashion. Lillard brushed off the vegan diet as the reasoning for his early season struggles, but nevertheless, he started introducing some beef and chicken back into his diet. But even after introducing those high-protein meats back into his meals, Lillard still kept his vegan tendencies, only using chicken and beef to ensure he didn't cut too much weight. During the morning, Lillard typically tried to pack enough protein and healthy nutrients in without the meat, typically opting for a turmeric latte or an herbal tea, along with some strawberries, bananas, and a bagel with peanut butter on it. But for the rest of the day, Lillard's trainer didn't have him on too strict of a diet, saying that he shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable with what he's eating. So Lillard had the reins to his diet plan, but kept it healthy, eating tons of fruit, protein bars, and Greek yogurt throughout the day, ending it by breaking his vegan streak, typically by opting for ultra-healthy broccoli, chicken, and rice. And while he claimed the all-vegan diet wasn't affecting his game, once Lillard expanded his plan into including chicken, he regained his old self, and by the end of the year, he had made his very first all-team selection. Now, as far as workout routines are concerned, being a small guard in the league, nobody really paid much attention to what kind of workouts Lillard was doing over the years. But during that several-month-long hiatus due to the COVID last season, Lillard started posting his away-from-game workouts that were allowing him to make impressive gains in preparations for the bubble, as the Blazers were still hanging around in the 9th seed, attempting to break into the playoffs. And Lillard was looking visibly bigger. Dame's opening sequence starts with him laying on a medicine ball doing a cross-body stretches to loosen for the rest of the workout. He then keeps the medicine ball, switching to stability-based exercise by completing reps of planks and a bridge, strengthening his core and testing his balance at the same time. Then he keeps that theme of balance, but switches up stability for building strength by completing reps of his single-leg dumbbell combos, balancing on one foot, holding out the dumbbell in front of himself and leaning forward as far as he can. Then it's on to half-kneel medicine ball throws, which are, well, pretty self-explanatory. After that, Lillard has set up one of his machines that has a basketball attached to a cable, which he practices different movements with the weighted cable resistance. Along with those workouts, Lillard has also been known to train with boxing coaches, doing workouts that both help train him in the ring and on the court. Part of these exercises include a series of what could be described as rip-through reps, using some kind of weight, resistance cables, or apparatus to do fierce rip-through reps that would definitely strengthen his punch and his ability to change direction with the ball and his hand on those first steps. He also brings back the medicine ball, this time palm-sized, and does reps simply by dropping and catching the ball with one hand. It may seem easy, but multiple reps in, your forearms will start burning. The result of this, though, is shown in Lillard's exceptional ball-handling abilities. Then comes the old archaic sledgehammer and wheel workout, once again dual purpose for basketball and boxing. From there, Lillard usually moves on from the upper body to the lower body, attaching resistance cables around his waist, squatting, and jumping. Even though he's only 6'2", Dame has shown a propensity to put people on posters, rising above and nearly taking down the rim on some real vicious dunks. But to continue the theme of his lower body resistance, he moves on to sets of opening the gate with a cable around his knee, lunges, and then an incline backward shuffle on a treadmill along with a side lunge on a stopped treadmill, forcing him to push the track on the lunge. Now, Lillard has never been known for his out-of-this-world defense, but these workouts are a surefire way to strengthen his lateral quickness in an attempt to stifle opponents' drives to the basket. With the level of skill and ball handling in the league these days, it's not enough to be a gunslinging scorer. You have to make sure the guy you're going against doesn't get on a roll. Lillard also implements a lot of unique exercises into his routine, often doing the rope swing workout, attaching a weight to the rope sometimes, forcing him to show balance and precision while doing it. There's also this specific workout where there's a medicine ball with 2 elastic ropes on either side, and Dame must throw the ball while holding onto the elastic cables and essentially dodge it while it snaps back toward him. It's clearly a boxing workout used to work on head movements and finesse, but for a player as cerebral as Lillard, timing and precision is everything. He's also so heavily guarded now, especially as he's earned the nickname Logo Lillard for being able to pull up from nearly anywhere and needs to use his superior quick shot release and timing to get off every jumper he takes. And of course, after all the boxing-centric workouts, Lillard will end the workout with some light sparring or just some work on his combos. While it doesn't necessarily seem correlated to basketball, the way he talks about his love for boxing sheds some light on how it affects his own game, saying, "I just love the charisma and the confidence. It's a fight. You've got to have real confidence and real belief." And that's the sentiment we also often see in Lillard's game. The confidence to shoot it from anywhere and the belief that he's the best player on the court. That's the type of attitude that just may be the reason why he's in the running for MVP this year, and is certainly the reason that whenever he's on the court, it's Dame time. That's all we got for today. Do you think you could do Damian Lillard's workout and diet? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you could get more content like this.